Have you ever seen a photograph so powerful that it made you reevaluate your entire understanding of the boundaries between art, individual expression, and public decency? Today, we look at a subject that has received a lot of attention online: Florence Pugh's bikini pictures, which some people have said are unsuitable even for grown-ups. As we explore all aspects of this dispute, talk about the artistic and cultural ramifications, and look at what these images say about the continuous evolution of celebrity image in the digital era, be sure to follow this video through to the end. This movie explores Florence Pugh's audacious decisions as she embraces a mode of self-expression that defies conventional conventions and pushes the limits of what is deemed acceptable. Florence Pugh, a rising star, is renowned for her unadulterated skill and bold attitude. Because of her compelling performances and charming sincerity both on and off film, Florence Pugh has won over fans. Florence is famous for her innate charm and bravery, and she has no trouble upsetting the established quo. However, her latest swimsuit images have caused even more controversy. These pictures have been deemed inappropriate for even adults, which has sparked a heated debate about the thin line separating public decency and artistic freedom. Our purpose for being here today is to examine that conversation and comprehend the several levels of significance that the images have. We start out by talking about how celebrity photography has changed over time. It used to be required of prominent personalities like Florence Pugh to project a very controlled and refined image to the outside world. However, that control has eased as digital photography and social media have gained popularity, and it is now more common to view superstars in their unaltered, natural states. Florence's bikini images are a fantastic example of this trend, as their unpolished, raw appearance challenges the traditional standards of modesty and appropriateness. We clarify in our film that these images are a conscious decision to provide a more authentic, uncensored portrayal of her, rather than being sensational for shock effect. They question the premise that public officials must always paint an idealized picture and inspire audiences to recognize the importance of integrity. As we continue the conversation, we examine the public's response to Florence Pugh's daring photographic series. Outrage, censure, and gratitude have flooded social media channels. She has received acclaim from certain fans for accepting her inherent attractiveness and for going against the grain in a field that frequently encourages constraint and conformity. Others, however, have voiced concerns, claiming that the pictures are more graphic than even adults should be able to see. We offer concise justifications for these answers. While recognizing that the definition of inappropriate can change and is frequently impacted by cultural background and individual values, our objective is to present an objective viewpoint that honors all viewpoints and promotes careful consideration of what in the modern world truly qualifies as artistic expression. The technical details of Florence Pugh's photo session are then covered. The aforementioned photos were taken with an emphasis on candid composition, natural light, and little processing to highlight the authenticity of the situation. From the way the light glides across her skin to the surrounding natural landscape, everything works together to create a story that is both captivating and contentious. We point out that celebrities and artists who prefer to project an authentic image of themselves are increasingly using this kind of photography. Florence's rejection of advanced computer technology is a manifestation of her belief that genuine beauty can be found in the unadulterated realities of life. Many individuals can relate to this message, even though it presents a challenge to those who have been accustomed to carefully chosen photos. In addition, the movie looks more broadly at the ethical and societal problems raised by such brutal visuals. We pose significant queries. In art, what does inappropriateness mean? Who is responsible for establishing the boundaries? Furthermore, how can social norms regarding appropriateness and the right to free expression be balanced? We simplify these difficult topics so that viewers can critically explore how media impacts our views of appropriateness and beauty, even when there are no clear solutions. This conversation focuses on Florence Pugh's bikini photos, which act as a visual trigger that compels us to examine our own prejudices and presumptions. We feature remarks and testimonials from viewers who have been inspired by Florence's audacious decision throughout the video. According to many, her readiness to show vulnerability has encouraged others to see past appearances and see the power that vulnerability has. These intimate tales are skillfully interwoven throughout the narrative to highlight the transformational potential of genuine self-expression. In order to provide historical context and demonstrate how ideas of decency have changed over time, we also examine the effects that similar scandals have had on other public personalities. In doing so, we encourage you to consider whether the limits of what is considered appropriate are set in stone or evolve with society. All of these components come together at the end of the video to deliver a single powerful message: the value of accepting who you are. Even if some people find Florence Pugh's bikini photographs insulting, they ultimately celebrate the human body in all of its pristine beauty. They serve as a reminder that art should reflect the authentic, unfiltered lives that each of us leads, rather than being constrained by strict rules. Regardless of your view on the choice to categorize the photographs as inappropriate, there is no disputing that they provoke vital questions about authenticity, freedom, and the evolving nature of public image. For more content that examines the complex relationship between art, culture, and individual freedom, please take a moment to like, comment below, and subscribe if this video has inspired you and caused you to think about what true beauty and expression entail. Your support enables us to keep examining these fascinating subjects and motivates us to provide to you the discussions that are most important in the rapidly evolving media landscape of today. I appreciate your perseverance, and keep in mind that being wholly, unabashedly you is what truly defines beauty.